till we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride line. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
A full house expected here tonight, Coach. Over 70,000, and the fans still filing into Mercedes-Benz Stadium just west of downtown Atlanta. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. From the 25 on 2nd down, Ryan, and he's got Smith here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
51. He's checking. Crash. SOS. SOS. Check. SOS. You go tight.
Here's Gurley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Nope. Gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Ryan. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Play action. It's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
22. Get out. White.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. On the toss, it's Gurley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Mike 25. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get in the weight room. Mike 25 tonight.
They go play action with Ryan. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A first down carry by Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
47. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Now Prescott. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And the Cowboy first down.
There we go. Mike 45. Come on.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll throw again. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
46. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. One go. 54. Going to 54.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Switch.
On 3rd down, Elliott And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on fourth down. Running with Elliott. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Check, check. Let him go.
Now they'll toss to Gurley left. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger ones.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jalen Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 39-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's the fullback now. It's Keith Smith, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 43.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. He's cracked. 21. Check the crack. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Got it. Motion. Begin. Check. Lucky.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Gurley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Play action. Ryan. Able to shake him off. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the out, watch the out.
Bravo.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready, get ready. That's 25.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
11. Ready, set.
Now Ryan on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
6 man.
Got it.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Hey, check 24. Watch 20.
Hey, sprint plans.
Throwing again. Ryan. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Intended for Russell Gage. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is indeed good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Allen on to punt as he gets this one away.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return, Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Past the 20! The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
26 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one and another first down. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Come on, QB, come on. Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready, 280.
56, check, 56.
All right, 25 to that.
Not to that.
All right, 25 to that.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. It's caught, Jones. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. So the first connection there, Ryan to Jones, and certainly a big reason they're losing on the scoreboard.
As they go as a connection, it's Pierce, so goes the team. And they need to be on the same page, in sync. And they really wish it could have been earlier in the game. Now they've got some ground to make up.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Airing it out, looking, that's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
First and 10.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
21.
Watch twins.
Now it's Ryan. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
280. 280.
Check, 59. Come on. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280. 280.
First and goal, Gurley. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on second down, Prescott. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
And the Cowboy first down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Now it's Gurley. And he's got rope. Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. The 20. 10. Touchdown. Falcons. Todd Gurley. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Watch the whip. Here we go.
They go to Elliott again. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Hey, check.
Throwing. Prescott. Over the middle. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. High throw, but the catch is made. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Check, 43.
Here's Prescott. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Slam. 46.
Prescott yet again. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
He's coming in motion.
Here's Ryan. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, 25. Check point 54. Hey, Tuesday.
Now Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
On first down, it's Gurley. A gain of 3, second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
I'm coming after you.
Throwing now is Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Gain of 15. First down, Dallas.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game, and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal. Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Cowboys, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home